Good evening, folks, and welcome to Think for Yourself, another edition. I want you to stop surfing YouTube. This is very important. If you want to initiate a change, if you want to get your voice heard, this is the opportunity. A lot of people right now are very frustrated with the government, right? With our administration, and feel apathetic because what can we do? Well, I want you to just, before I explain what we're going to do here, I want you to just realize something. The other day, an 18-year-old girl in the Miss Teen USA competition flubbed an answer, froze on stage. He gave the silly answer to an easy question because she froze. It got over 6 million views on YouTube. Okay, so I figure if something as silly as that can get 6 million viewers, then something as serious as what I'm about to propose could at least get 1/6 of that. So this is the deal, okay? I was listening to a video the other day, and it was from a guy named Spider-Man17. And he was saying that, excuse this terrible habit, he was saying that we need to organize. People, we need to organize. What can we do? Well, here's what I think we can do, okay? It might just be symbolic, but you know, everything starts with symbolism. And I guarantee you this, if we get 1 million viewers or 1 million commenters, whether it's video or text commenting, supporting this idea, I guarantee you it will become a newsworthy story on the mainstream media, okay? And it's all going to start right here on YouTube. If you, and this is the proposition, if you do not want America, our country, to go to war with Iran, then I want you to respond to this video with a text comment or a video comment. If you want to go to war with Iran, I just ask you, I'm not going to infringe on your freedom of speech, but just refrain from this poll because I want to just get a real count on YouTube, in the YouTube culture, of who out there really does not want to see this happen. Now, I've made some other videos in the last couple weeks about the history of Iraq and Iran that if you want, you can go watch. I don't really want to rehash everything I said in the previous videos. You can just go to my channel and watch them. But I'm just going to give you the brief conclusions, okay? Basically my pitch of why I think we should not go to war with Iran, but not only go to war with Iran, why it's important that we make a statement, okay? If Miss Teen USA can get on the Today Show for flubbing a line, I'm sure we could at least get a blurb on the nightly news. Something like, the headline will be something like, YouTubers, 1 million YouTubers say no to Bush administration's planned war on Iran. Or YouTubers revolt and say, no, we do not support our government attacking Iran. Now, why do I say we shouldn't do this, okay? For anybody who's still unsure about this issue. I'm going to give you a list of reasons. And like I said, if you want more meat from my conclusions, you can watch some of my videos, or there's a lot of other more erudite people out there who could speak to you on this subject. 1, okay, regardless of your moral beliefs, the meat and potatoes of it are, we don't have the resources. Okay, we don't have the money, we don't have the soldiers, we don't have the time, and we don't have the goodwill in the rest of the world. There's no support in the rest of the world for this idea. Okay, so there's no resources. Let's just face the facts. We don't have, unless you want a draft. Okay, if you want a draft, maybe you can get enough soldiers, but then you're also going to have more of your tax dollars, more of our tax dollars pay for this too, which we already don't have. We have over a $3 trillion international debt, which basically means we're living off our credit cards. Not just you, not just me, but the entire country. And someday that bill's going to be called for. So that's number 1. 2, Iran has done nothing that the Bush administration claims, even though they claim it, to really provoke us to go to war. This idea of the WMDs, the nuclear issue, we've heard it before. Just so you understand, Bush gave a speech the other day to the veterans where he said that we're on the brink of like a nuclear holocaust. That's what he intimated. I forget his exact words. The only way we're on the brink of a nuclear holocaust is if we allow this administration to go and attack Iran. I repeat, the responsibility is on our shoulders. Remember a few facts. The only country that has ever used a nuclear weapon on another country is this country, America. 2, there are at least 10 countries that publicly and openly we know have nuclear weapons, including at least 2 who are already in some of the most conflicted areas of this hotbed known as the Middle East. I'm talking about Israel and Pakistan. Okay? India, France, Britain, Russia, America. I mean, there are tons of countries now that have the nuclear weapon. So Iran having the capability for a nuclear weapon, don't be fooled into thinking that that is going to endanger this world any more than it already is. 3, is this administration continually lies to the American public. They lied about Iraq. They have not shared all the information with us on what happened on 9/11. They've lied about the wiretapping programs. Just today, I saw the notes that they provided Congress with, that they asked for, that they subpoenaed. It was a joke. It was like one line, like FBI Director Robert Mueller meets with Dick Cheney, and then the rest of it's blacked out. This is the most secretive government that we have ever had. It is like a gulag. It is like the secret governments of Russia. Time and time again, everything's in secret. The Abu Ghraib information, the Pat Tillman story, the NSA wiretapping story, the attorneys, why they were really fired story, of course the Iraqi intelligence. I don't know if you realize this, but the prime minister of this supposed sovereign country is friends with Iran. He has just visited there. He calls them their brother. He's the prime minister that we put into power in Iraq. And he is saying that they're helping. Okay, Russia, China, even Britain, they do not support us attacking Iran. A matter of fact, have you noticed that the British are almost completely withdrawn from Iraq now? The most important reason of all, though, is George Bush wants us to believe that if Iran gets the nuclear weapon, they are going to go and bomb New York City and Washington tomorrow. This is absolute insane logic. I mean, just keeping it really simple. If someone's holding a club this big over your head, and we've got a club this big over their head, listen, they're not that dumb. Plus, if we were to attack Iran, not only would we have all these extreme Islamic governments and cultures hating us, we would have all these moderate governments hating us too. All around the world, moderate governments would hate us. We would become more isolated than we've ever been. So once again, I propose to you, if you want to make a statement, just comment with a text or video saying no to attacking Iran. Let's get this thing up to 1 million. And I guarantee you it will be heard in the mainstream media. Just like Miss Teen USA flubbing her answer at the little pageant she was in. There's an old quote, folks. One person can make a change. So I say, here's our chance. Let that person be you.